Devis noises. Devis noises. Devis noises. Devis noises. Devis noises. Devis noises. Ah. Okay, whatever. Wait. I don't know why the hashtags didn't copy. There we go. So basically, I'm doing what I'm doing because, well, I'm streaming so early today because I want to make 2 parts of the thing. So yeah, I want to do 2 parts of the stream. Again, like, it really helps me to stay focused. I don't know why. It actually helps me stay focused on the job without any, you know, like, anything that would be in, like, straight up in front of my face. Like, I'm not getting distracted by, like, oh, what to watch, what to listen to. I'm just, you know, ending up just sitting, drawing and talking, and that's why I actually need to stream, because I need to work on my portfolio, and to do so I need to focus, and I can't focus. I've tried, because I've woke up at like 8. I've actually tried, but let me tell you, I simply cannot. I simply cannot focus. I don't know why. That's why I'm coming here today with you, with a bit longer stream, a bit a 2-parter, and we are going to make sketches. First of all, so basically, I think I'm not going to render those on stream, but I need to make thumbnails, and I need to, like, outside of the thumbnails, I also need to work out my, you know, pick the thumbnails, correct the sketches. I need to make sketches of the characters. Wait, what's going on here? I'm making portfolio for character design. I'm making a character designer portfolio. Surprisingly, it's not really that difficult. I mean, I don't need to make God knows how many character projects. I need to have some stuff, but definitely I don't have to sit here and draw 50 characters. I just need like 3 characters, a key visual, and I think that would be it. Because like for the characters, then we will make the turnarounds, process, sketches and stuff. So I just want to at least get the sketches for that done. So that's that. Yo, thumbnailing, yep. Hi Mike, got Evi here, how are you hoping it's going? Hi Moto, got Evi here, how are you hoping it has going? So yeah, that's actually what we are doing today. We should give or take stream now for 4 hours. It's going to be 13. We might go for about 5 hours with this stream. I'm going to then take a break between streams, going to walk out my dog, go take a shower. Of course, I'm working today. And, you know, and then we are going to continue streaming for a while. Maybe for an additional hour. So yeah, let's go. Then, yeah. I'm doing this because streaming is really helping me to focus. Also, I have to change the title of the stream, sorry. Sketching stuff for my portfolio. So that also is going to be important because, believe it or not, you know, we are ending up with believe it or not, we are actually ending up with some more problematic stuff over time, you know. By the end of the day, we're ending up with a there we go. I forgot to post stuff on Discord. So yeah, so we are ending up with me actually having to stream to focus on something, and I think learning programming streams might be good for me, but I don't know how about you all. Again, like, I think I've already established that I'm an art channel, I shouldn't really do other things. But yeah, so far I have 5. The thing is that I'm making sketches based on my indie game project called Necronomica. It's a free-to-play gacha game, but what's the key here is full free-to-play. There would be no microtransactions in there. I just want to allow people to summon with the currency they are going to farm in-game, and there will be no other possibility to get that currency. Like, you have to farm in-game. So, like, that's something I was planning to do for a long time. And I think since I'm already doing steps in getting into game dev, and making that game, I think it's going to be good to start making some some visuals and some projects. So yeah, let's start wrapping around. We have 5 sketches. The thing is that I want to make key visual, and the key visual is going to be like summoning ritual scene. So we have a bunch of things. Of course, those are demons. So you have like probably succubus, like, you know, harassing the summoner's chin, or a gunslinger like threatening the summoner, like straight up away from the you know, right away when it's being summoned, or like a maid or butler, or like, you know, some like a scene like, oh, just came out from the thing, just materialized, or while materializing. So yeah, that's more or less what we want to go for. Let's go then. Yeah, I have to say I haven't really played anything. I've got a couple games I want to finish, and I've got weird hiccups. I don't like them. So yeah, what else do I want to do? What? Hi Zika, got over here, how are you hoping it's going? What you mean, what? Sound cool, yeah. Just additional stream because I really need to focus on stuff. I can't focus. I've tried. I was sitting here. I was watching Brain Rot on YouTube Shorts and I couldn't focus on the thing. You lied. What do you mean I lied? Oh, that I'm going to stream at 2 p.m. Yeah, same reaction. Yeah, it's an additional stream. I really just need it. You told you are working on your portfolio. I do. I do. Right now I'm working on the portfolio. This is the works on the portfolio. I want to work on my portfolio on streams because this is the only way I see to focus on it. These are just sketches. I'm going to like work on them, like refine them off stream, of course, but I can freely just do some sketches. It's going to help me a bunch because it's mostly thumbnailing. Whatever helps, yeah. Let's make the one of the demon like coming out like Samara Johnson from freaking Ring. You doing character interactions? I want to make character interactions. So I have a list. I have more or less things like planned out. So we have a hero piece or key visual. So I'm making a key visual called Summoning Ritual. Basically, we have the main hero, so the character that we are going to play as, the summoner, summoning the demon, right? So basically, like, I need to plan out this illustration. I need to focus on this because the key thing is to make things. What's the story? For the Necronomicon, the dude was bored with his entire life. Dude or gal, you'll be able to pick. So the main character was bored with their life. They've been just going with the same routine. Astarion shoots him point blank, then something with the ring. Troy the demon, yeah. So basically the can't write. What's Bond's James the names? Bond names have a strong code the Bondulance. But yeah, so basically I need to make things. Bondicolius. That's a first, yeah. So basically we have to like set up everything with like some plan. After that we are going to have character turnarounds, so probably when I be done with thumbnailing, I'm going to pick like three main I'm going to pick three thumbnails that I'm going to like. I'm going to expand on the details. I'm going to make better sketches. Then we are going to start sketching the turnarounds of the characters. We are going to make Lilith. We are going to make Asgrel and Verna. So we have three characters that I've already planned out. Lilith is she's a succubus, but she's a vampiric succubus, so she's a vampire. We have Asgriel, who's some kind of like a fallen knight, fallen paladin, but his armor is like made out of fire. And we have Verna, who's a necromant, insectoid, actually. So we are going to have some fun with character design. We are going to plan things out. If someone doesn't like bugs, working on Verna might actually be a bit problematic for you to watch. But that's that. So we are going to have like turn around, front, back, side. Sorry. Sorry. Bless you, thanks. Plus 2 emoticons, so like 2 facial expressions. Then we are going to have like some emotions. Thank you. So basically everything is going to work on some like planchettes. We are going to make planchettes for the characters. So those planchettes are going to be like facial expressions, facial designs, so like different facial structures, hairstyles, yada yada yada. Yeah, that's genuinely like that. That's basically it. Of course, there's going to be a bit more to it. We'll have to work a little bit more on that. There's going to be a bunch of things actually working. Hi, hello, good to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. I'm thinking this might be the first time you're around, so hope you find a comfy corner here. If not really sorry, well, you've got a second welcome, but I think definitely not the first time. Okay, I need a time to memorize someone, so really sorry. Hello. But glad to have you again, to guest you once again in the streams. How are you, buddy? I think I haven't seen you in a while then, so a lot might have been done. Might have done. I can't speak today, sorry. But yeah, I need like a brief moment to memorize some people, so I'm really sorry if I don't remember you from the bat, right off the bat. Sometimes I'm like, you know, I'm talking and I connect the dots who someone might be. Like, for example, I connected the dots with who Mike is. That's a changed name. So for the portal, I think it's going to be like a hole that would be created. Like, it would be the color of that hole would be defined by the fraction to which the demon belongs to. So like light, darkness, fire, like the factions are going to be connected with elements. So the factions are like the factions are going to actually influence the color of the magic from which the hole is going to be generated. I'm thinking about, like, I don't know, some kind of Doctor Strange like portal, but with, like, you know, the magic like falling into that, so like you have a ring of light and the light gets like sucked into the hole. And here we can make like a scared summoner. Creatures from different planes. We might end up like that with it, like to just expand the world. I was thinking just about like hell, but the, you know, because hell have like princes of hell, right? But there might be a bit more to that. I don't really want to get into learning. I don't necessarily want to get into learning the hell hierarchy and make characters to my game based off of that. I don't want to make research like this, so I think like creatures from different planes in general might be cool. Like demons might be also, I think. Guy be like, fuck man, why didn't you draw the circle on a wall or something so I can step through instead of doing this athletic? Yeah, exactly. It's fun. Oh. Yeah, exactly. God damn, couldn't you make the portal in a better place? Oh yeah, that's exactly what we are going for. So we are just doing thumbnails now. Thumbnailing is going to be crucial for the process. I actually got more or less a list what I should introduce in my portfolio. But I don't have that list here. Accidentally summoning the demon under the wardrobe. Yeah, imagine. Imagine. I thought you said family. Family? Okay, so I don't want to really make... I was thumbnailing. Oh. Yeah, thumbnailing. Yeah. And we need 3 more. Also, you can make a demon farm. Just put the circle above a grinder so the demon falls into it as soon as it's summoned. Imagine, bro. Imagine. Bro. I'm tired. I'm not shocked. You're waking up really early, man. You're waking up really early. By the way, I think the model is going to hook it up. I have a coffee. By the way, I've bought a acrylic paint markers. I can't sleep. I feel so sick. Oh no. That's the worst. When you are so sick that you're tired yet you can't fall asleep. I actually had it when I had my allergies too. I had a moment like this. Surprisingly, the allergies calmed down. Like actually, so it proves that those were allergies because the polling season for the thing that I've had allergies for actually stopped. So I'm sure now that I have allergies for 2 kinds of trees because they had like immense polling season at the same time. So that's interesting. I've never had allergies like that. I've only had for grass, but the grass itself wasn't really causing the problems that I've had. Still, every now and then I have weird cough, but for sure it's going to, you know, stop. I think I have food poisoning. Oh no. I think you should call a day off. If you have food poisoning, it's not good for you if you are working with food products. Davis, yeah. Time zones. Right. It's like midnight in the US, I see. Hi Zerg, Gatavik here, how are you? Hope it's going? It's 1, I see, 1 AM. Oof. Wait, don't you have to wake up in like 5 hours to work? I keep losing my socks. Oh no, night shift. Huh, that's just like me. Well, that sucks. Oh man, I love good job. Also, actually, yo, my work day is like 2.5 hours today. Either I can make... Do I want to work rest of the day and make OT, or do I want to come back? That's a good question. You know something I haven't seen done? A cartoonishly large comb used as a sword. That reminds me of something. Actually, I think it was in some kind of anime. Because that's like ringing a bell. Now, an illustration like the main character has no idea why they use scissors. Yeah, but I think someone was using a comb like a second thing. A Kamega kill. For sure a Kamega kill had scissors. Ruby had some unique weapons too. I've heard Ruby is still coming out, but it's not the same. I've never really got into Ruby. There was something. Hmm? You mean like a drama? Something happened to the production and it got banned. Oh. That's interesting. Thumbnails, thumbnails, thumbnails. Because the original studio installed the IP or something like that happened. I think because there was a huge break, right? I think that was it. Like there was a huge break, nobody knew what's going on, and later on it appeared that Ruby was sold. I think it's now someone else making it. I see. It's probably like some, I don't know, some wild studio or something like that just bought a IP that had popularity to get quick cash. Also, I was thinking on creating the classifications for the game characters, similar to Ruby. Huh. To be fair, that would make sense, like out of sense. Like humans, demi-humans, ferals, monsters. I know it's like making thumbnails might be boring and I might not really have much ideas. To be fair, I already kind of have couple of already picked couple of those that I would like to pursue like further on. So considering, you know, the ideas, I'm just now trying to fill in the spaces. You never know. It's good to have 9 thumbnails done. You just simply never know. I'm wondering about like Hi Democratic, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything's going. Playing, keep it up, mate. Thank you. Terminate. I think this is the first time seeing around, so hope you find a comfy corner here. Also, thank you. So I want to make like upside down and the demon falls into the apartment of the bottom heap. How would you draw a circle upside down? So now I want to kind of make it that the summoners don't have to be kind. This is kind of an idea behind the thumbnail. So like a chain around the demon in a circle and like a collar around the neck. That might be crucial because it's again like portraying that the summoners don't have to be, you know, so kind for their demons, right? They might making a freaking demon vacuum your room and wash the dishes. I mean that would be more or less what the demons would like, what the joke would be in the Necronomicon, like using all powerful demons capable to like bring nations down to their knees, or making any of your wishes would be made to be like maids, butlers, do your homework, etc. Like for some crucial stuff. I mean, for some generic stuff. Like also one of the things that I want to pursue, imagine the reverse, yeah. Like the thing is that I'm also thinking about making some jokes in Necronomica that, let's say, some demons don't even know how to read. You just teleport to a random dimension, they say you are a slave and make you do really easy tasks. Bro. Like, you know how in Nike, Goddess of Victory Nike, you have the you have those talks, right? So basically I want to make like something similar, and now imagine that you have like okay, energy. Huh? Have what? Those talks with the characters, those interactions, right? Then you have like side stories with the characters that you are sending messages with them. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Terminid. On the phone? Yeah, those. So basically I'm thinking about making something similar, but like it would turn out that some... Sure, why not? It's easy. Oh, okay, gotcha. Like those tasks. Right. So like, for example, those tasks would be easy for us, but for example, I would do just some demons actually suck at math, or like have troubles reading or something like that. You know, just to like flesh out the characters, make some funny situations. Like, you know, oh yeah, it's an easy task. I just need someone to read that book and make a and write me an essay about it. And the demon is like, oh, read. Yeah, sure. How do I do that? About that. So yeah. Demon with dyslexia, yeah, that might also be a thing. I think this in Nike. Oh no, in Nike it was that the girl had no idea how to use a phone. So, dude, I'm Buzzlorg, Destroyer of Worlds. Why would you assume doing the dishes is a challenge for me? Yeah. Pretty quick question, but would you rather gain muscle or gain eagers? Muscle, I guess. Actually. What's eagers? Also, hi Timothy. Good to have you here. Because like I'm very eager anyway, right? Like eagers, you mean the idea that I would be more interested in something, right? Motivation, I think. Yeah, like motivation. I mean, I'm very motivated anyway. So like what I'm lacking is, I guess, like, you know, gains, muscles. Hey, Timothy, I think this is the first time, so hope you find the comfy corner here. How are you? Yeah, so the question would be, what would I rather to retain, right? Because if it's an exchange, right, I would prefer to stay motivated to do stuff. Like tied up summoner. There you go. So we've got more or less an idea. I think the circle can be brought down. I'm back from dying. Welcome back. Glad you got resurrected. Okay, so we've got the thumbnails. Thank you, my brother, for that. I see. So what do we have here? So you have 9 thumbnails. Those are cool. What them thumbnails do? Okay, so what thumbnails am I thinking about? I'm going to copy that. Okay, so what thumbnails I don't like? I don't like this thumbnail. I don't like this thumbnail. This could be cool if I would like tilt it a little bit, right? Like show it in this view. So the demon is like in the circle and it has like some kind of magical chain leash around the neck. So we can keep it for variation. I don't like this one, I don't like this one. I need 3, we have 5. I really like this one, I really like this one. This one is very dynamic. I like how dynamic they are. This is the key ingredient actually for illustrations. And this is actually why I'm drawing my construction this way, because it's really helping me in keeping the dynamicness of the characters. It really does, and it's really important to keep it at it, you know? This one is going to be kind of boring, and we have 4 very, very dynamic ones. Have you considered doing some fight scenes? Yes. Yes, I did. I was actually doing fight scenes previously. It's like one of those things that I'm doing very rarely. Like when fighting scenes are just one of the illustrations that I'm doing very, very rarely. I don't really keep at it this way, you know? Do be fun though, yeah. I remember when I was drawing realistically, because when I was drawing realistically, you know, realistic portraits, people, etc., I was usually going for more Renaissance topics, so like angels, fallen angels, demons, fight between those, right? Like this kind of thing, like a Dandadan style face kick situation. To be fair, why not? Why not? I'm going to need to make illustrations anyway. So yeah. By the way, I haven't touched my manga in a while. I need to work on my manga a little bit. There are fight scenes in already in the first chapter. It's light off to the ball with me. Alrighty, terminate. Take care. Good luck. Hope to see you around more often. Those four are really difficult to pick, I have to say. Don't you think? Well, actually we can keep four of them. Actually, there's also one thing that happened in VTubing world recently. A lot of Hololive members are leaving. A lot of Hololive EN members are leaving. Why? To be fair, it's kinda suspicious, but everyone has their own reasons. Fauna just didn't felt like Hololive is something that it used to be, for which Hololive said sorry. Is there some drama in Hololive? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yagu made... So, the CEO of Hololive, Mr. Hololive himself, said that there were some situations that caused some Hololive members to leave, and he failed to notice what's happening, and it's now too late to keep things up, for which he's sorry, but he's going to try to do better. There's another thing, like for example Mumei got chronic cough for some reason from somewhere, and she has to stop streaming because she's just constantly coughing, and it's not good for her voice, and generally apparently her voice changed. I think she didn't stream for a while, but actually her some of her recent streams, if you compare her voice from the first stream that she done to her current voice, her current voice is way weaker. It's like it really, like her vocal cords got like really sore. So that's a bit concerning when it comes to that. And I have to say, like, this is, you know, like this is already very sad, because like Fauna left, Mumei is leaving, previously Sana left. Sana already made a stir up because of leaving, and you know that was causing like a lot of stuff between like Hololive members, right? But yeah, like Mumei declared that she's leaving, Amelia Watson is leaving, Gura is leaving, Fauna left. Like we already have a lot of OGs from Hololive leaving, even Japanese ones. Like even JP members are leaving, and it's really, I don't know why. Like, of course they are not saying much, they might be contractually obligated to not say much. But I'm really concerned about them because like you know, they seem like really cool people, you know? Where are they going? Continuing solo? Fauna continued. Sana, I don't know. I think Sana didn't continue. I don't think she continued. But not sure about Mumei. If her voice is sore, if her voice is destroyed after streaming and singing and stuff, and she has chronic cough, I don't think she's going to continue. Not sure about Gura, she might. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen yet her announcement. I don't know any of these people except Gura, I see. So basically, and I only know how she looks like, I see. So I really don't know what was her actual thing, but people are saying that it's because of how the direction that corporation is going in, and that's exactly the same reason that Fauna gave. Like exactly the same reason, like one of the reasons that Fauna gave. Wasn't the drama previously with Nijisanji? Nijisanji is constantly having a drama. People just stopped talking about it because it was like drama after drama, and it's still happening. Like the dramas are still going on. They never stopped, just people got bored with it. Right. I have doubts that these VTuber careers can be long-lasting. I mean, some of them are streaming for a really long time. Hololive is a very old one, and there are still some VTubers that the Hololive started with, so we are speaking here about like 10 years. Yeah, but 10 years is short. True. Like, personally, I'm streaming for almost 5 years now. I'm streaming. Which is a bit concerning. Because yeah, I've started in summer 2020. So we're almost at 5-year anniversary. Imagine somebody working for 40 years as a police officer, for example. True. True. I mean, there are some content creators that have like really long, already really long startup, but like they are like, for example, look at PewDiePie. He's streaming for like what, over a decade, almost 20 years, I think. And now he's like, you know, he's already like on as if on his retirement. Like he literally doesn't have to care anymore. Like straight up. So that's kinda, you know, that kinda proves a thing or two. Like considering for content creation to stay so long, it's very difficult. Barely anyone stays above that. What happens if somebody is a VTuber for 15 years, then stops? In what field can they experience? Can they use the experience? True. That's why I mean, it's very difficult thing because, for example, comedy, for example, voice acting, for example, yeah, voice acting for sure. Can't think of many more. Like entertainment, genuinely, like generally entertainment. But like a lot of people, like a lot of streamers are, you know, for example, Fauna, right? Fauna really likes streaming, but the thing is that Hololive wanted from her to be active as a musician, but she said that she's not a musician and that she don't like to sing, right? From what I remember. And so when Hololive, hi Ari, got to have you here. How are you? Hoping has going? Yep, very early today. And we are going to stream for a really long time. We're already an hour in, and we have 4 hours more to go, so we can actually reach over 5 hours of a stream. We'll see if I'm going to manage actually with my voice. I finished my coffee and I didn't have much to drink. I really want to get the second part starting at 2. Yep. Second part is going to start at 2. Maybe slightly past this. I need to... And I might actually eat something, so we might, like, make yap session at the start of the stream while I'm going to eat. And then we are going to, you know, whack. Bayleaf, whack his pee-pee. Give me a second. Okay, give me a long while, folks. For fuck's sake, man. I fucking hate this. Back. Oh well. Sorry. Okay. What are we talking about here? See you soon. We should make a dog walking animation for your avatar. Yeah. How is this going, Muto? Besides the problems, I'm dying. Other than that, I'm alright. However, it's 10 a.m. I already finished work for today. Should work on my game, but I'm lazy or something. Hard to get myself to do it. That's nice. At 2:05, you could always do it later. Yeah, but it's already later. Lil Dev is blocking the chat. Oh shoot. Still the morning. I mean, I haven't touched it for like 5-6 days, if no longer. It's kinda more ambitious project with both Darkest Dungeon and Fallout Shelters mechanics. Conjuring a bunch of different monsters and stuff. I see are you burned out because of how ambitious it is? I don't think so, maybe overthinking about it. Even sidetracked myself trying to fix the engine itself, but I rather let other people worry about it. I see cool how you guys know how to code and are trying to make a game. Yeah, doing business software is boring and there is a lot of drama around tech bros and scammers working on crypto projects for day work. A lot of shady people around there. Well, to me it's interesting because I don't know that stuff. I see. I mean, yeah, that's actually interesting. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Especially if you don't know, yeah. I mean, personally, I'm trying to learn C#, and I have to say that it's been a bit difficult for me to actually work things out. Yeah, Belfagor on Discord, right? Yes, alright. So I'm personally trying to learn C# too. I have to say I'm genuinely... As the Lorimoto account actually did lock it. Really? How so? They thought I was a bot? Huh? No, that shouldn't work this way. I mean, Discord can't lock it if you are approved that you are that person. Even if someone like was reporting you because I forgot my password, I see. You could remind the password. Or change the password to a new one. Actually, that's such a weird mechanic, changing the password, you know? As long as you have an access to an email, you can change the password to anything. Like, that should not be that easy. Like, all you need to have is like having your email address hacked, and they can like send requests to change the password on your Steam. They can like requests to change the password about anything, really, even your banking. So that's a bit weird, and that's a bit fun. Hi Izzy, got Evie here. How are you? Hoping how's going? I think this is the first time around, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? Whoops. Yeah. So you have those sketches. It was a while back, I see. Been okay, glad to hear that. So we've had those 9. We've boiled it down to those 4. Changed one to a different perspective. Heard it's off perspective, in an off perspective. I have to say that's right, because like this part is going like this, right? So it's the arms should kind of go like this, but they are parallel. This is one of the conundrums while drawing in perspective, like how exactly the the object can be placed in the perspective. Surprisingly, it can actually be placed in off perspective. That doesn't really fit it, because it's still a 3D dimension, like third dimension. So basically, like arm like this can work, although I think I should bring it a bit like this. Mostly because that is a yeah, that's that. Oh boy. So now I guess we need to make those into normal illustrations. I'm going to use that thing and make it smaller, make more space for them. It's crucial that those are going to be placed in a proper sizing, because I've actually done a trick to have the entire page covered. This is actually the page's, you know, size, or at least it should. So yeah. To be fair, when it comes to C# learning, it's getting really slow. Wait, what do we do tomorrow? OC design, okay. So we're going to make another OC. It's going to be the guardsman that we've been working on. We haven't really worked on him yet, but you know what I mean. Take it easy, yeah. To be fair, I've almost finished the script I was fighting for a while now. But actually is the part of the script that's supposed to calculate total cost of the thing, because it's supposed to be a method, right? It's supposed to be a new method. It's still not giving me any output. I think I'll have to check if... I think it's because it doesn't... The what? The total cost thingy method. Because it's still giving me, you know, total cost action thing. I think it's because it's not returning any value. Although I've tried to give it, like, you know, console write, so it would write the value. It's action, not function. Okay. Public int get cost, return cost. Okay. That solves it. Because again, it kind of proves that I've messed up the call for data. I'm not sure if it's actually a proper wording, but it actually proves that I've messed up returning the value from the variable in there. I have something I'll be reading for a while, nice. I really want to... I want to speedrun it, but I know that I can't because it's learning. I can't speedrun learning and because I can't make my brain to process information faster. Oh. Zelnor, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family. How have you been? How are you? I haven't seen double thing from double notification from Streamlabs in a while. Oh god, what's up? A spider? Giant enemy spider. I don't know where he went, bro. That's the worst. Also, isn't that weird that spiders just disappear out of nowhere? Are nice, except those tiny body long legs, yeah. But actually, daddy long legs are not that bad. They just don't care about anything. So they are just looking disgusting, but as a matter of fact, they don't even make a proper net. Yeah. It's a wolf spider, oh no. It's shooting their white lines all over the ceiling. Yeah. But spiders are nice. Aren't wolf spiders like venomous? Can they like poison you? Where did it go? Oh no. Just put it into a corner above an IKEA standing up. Bro. It will catch all the bugs in summer. I have nets, so I don't have bugs in summer anyway. I don't have IKEA. You don't have IKEA? What do you mean you don't have IKEA? There's no IKEA close to where I live. Bro. Kinda same, I have to drive like 40 kilometers for it. Give me a moment. The closest one is in Albuquerque. Oh, Davis, you know what these summons remind me of, yeah? What do they remind you of? Fate Stay Night? Kinda, yeah. That was one of the references I took. I command thee. I remember how that how that girl with the dark hair, or was it brown hair, like dark brown hair, used up this wish on the archer. The summoning chant and its variations are really interesting through all of the series. I really have to get into Fates. I haven't really watched the... I haven't watched... Was an a-hole? Yeah, he was. That's true. I have to watch Fates finally, because I haven't seen an entire season at all. Rain is weird too. Yeah. There are a lot of Fates, yeah. I want to watch it in chronological order. I always want to watch, you know, huge series in chronological order, because there are some newer anime that's supposed to be watched first, and I don't want to lose, you know, the chronology. There are some of them worth skipping, other than that chronological order is the right order. This one horn is so weird. Wait. There we go. I think? No. This goes like that and then slightly bends and part pokes out. That should be it. It's just about making a sketch anyway. Gura graduated, yep. I was talking about that previously. So yeah, that's that. Something happens with Hollow Knight. Like the unlimited movie is totally skippable if you plan to watch the unlimited series, yeah. Or the unlimited series is skippable if you want to watch the movie. In it. I recommend the series. I've seen all the fights, I see. I really need to watch it. I really like concept of fates. I really like fates concept. And I always wanted to watch the entire series, but every single time when I was trying to watch the... when I was starting to watch everything, I was watching like 2 episodes and I was out. There's something always coming up which was making me stop watching the series. It's not that the series is bad, it's just, it was like some outside thing. It was making me, you know, it was making me get things on hold. Because the very first fight is kinda bad. But it builds up everything else for later in the other series, which won't be explained again, I see. I really have to get to it then. So I have to catch up with another arc of One Piece. Then I have to watch Hangyaku no Liuch, and then what's left? Actually, then I can just watch whatever again. It's a bit indicate every FSN series and movie starts with the same prologue. It's like what if sagas, right? Like something like a small detail changes, and that changes how the entire story goes. It's different paths of the visual novel. After the prologue, with a simple choice, it goes into wildly different branches. Huh. That's interesting. Widely different branches. Also, it's so hot today. Outside, by the way. It's nice. It's worth to see the first series in a way that you have no idea who the character is. Really? Later series always add some more background info which can change the whole perception of the character. So he might be a douchebag or he might be a good guy. Yep, I see. Oh yeah, because in the light novel you can make different choices and that's changing your character's personality. Makes sense, it's really cool. The character's personality doesn't change much, I see. There are some just choices. The MC is very dislikable, I see. Only if you watch all the series can be tiring to hear his misguided BS so many times. Oh no. Nosebleed. I summoned a Dere. Wait, Dere is a name for that kind of woman and doesn't really take care of them of themselves, right? Someone one reminds me of that girl from Free Rent. Now you already know under any other. Oh, okay. Because I know that there are those like unhinged there's this like unhinged type of girl that doesn't take care of herself and like they're like dependent on the guy. So it's like they won't take a shower until they are told to, or someone will make them take a shower. Oh, I meant Sun Sun, okay. Okay. Weird, yeah, weird. But surprisingly, there are like actually there was even a drama with a Vtuber that was talking about it. Also, the more I'm watching stuff on YouTube, the more unhinged it gets. Like straight up, I've watched a video about a girl that was like, you know, that literally caused herself an infection. So she would. There is the kind part, I see. So basically, she inflicted a wound on herself to get an infection, so they would amputate her leg. And she was like showing the progression, how it goes. You know, how she was literally talking about how her leg was, you know, rotting. And at certain point she got like her leg amputated finally. I have absolutely no clue what goes through people's minds, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like literally, like there are people that don't have a choice, and she was like, yeah, no, I want to, you know. Why would somebody do that? I don't know. It was like a TikToker. I mean, I've seen worse than that. You what? You what now, mate? You've seen worse. Are you sure about that? We don't want to talk about that or think about. Okay, gotcha. I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, some people are just stupid. But the thing is that I don't know why a lot of stuff started happening when TikTok got so popular. I really don't want to be this kind of guy or make like, oh, it's a psyops or something like that. But straight up, a lot of stuff started like getting in on TikTok. I think the same thing would happen on Vine if it would be still here. Like straight up, but I have no idea what is causing the stupidity amongst people. Because I don't know how else I can call it. It's just stupidity. It's straight up stupidity. Also, I don't understand why so many people are trying to... I think trying to be famous is a disease. Actually, I've wrote an entire essay about it. How internet challenges and wanting to be popular on the internet is costing people's lives. People are stupid back then too, but didn't have the platform to get public with it. True. True. But for example, here in Poland, it wasn't really... like... I think that's that, because here in Poland, back in the days, you were not seeing much. You were really not seeing much. And now the TikTok is out. More Polish YouTubers started to rise. And generally, they've started doing like much more to everything around. And the main key is that people actually started, you know, people actually started doing more things here in Poland, right? Also smartphones and stuff, which makes life more comfortable and eliminating small things where you have to use brain, make people dumber. True. True, that's why I'm trying to like keep my brain on top of everything. I also feel like AI is causing people to be even more dumb. Because they are not even using brains for more advanced stuff, like writing their papers and shit. So I feel like it's also one of the situations where there's another thing that eliminates even more stuff and people are going to be even more dumb. Because like a lot of people started to use it even for like schoolworks and stuff, which should be the key. Is that brain is very efficient organ and it optimizes for the workload and type. I see. Like I really... so... I really want to get into... like getting myself up to... more coding and shit. But I think I'm on a good road. That happens with short form content and attention span shortening too, yeah. That's why more and more people are getting diagnosed with ADHD. It's not because they have actual ADHD that you can be born with, but they are developing ADHD. I just got a text from my friend saying we should get slushy. It's almost 3 AM, let alone I'm not feeling well. Maybe our friend wants to talk about something. Sometimes it's better to talk with them. You know, get that slushy, you know what I'm saying? It's a really weird hour to be asked to get a slushy. There has to be something behind it. It's probably high or drunk. like with those how's it called? Like with those infomercials, right? Like you have to watch it knowing that every single person portrayed in this infomercial is like high or drunk. like it's 2 a.m. You are drunk AF and you're like, yo, bye, right? This guy, okay. And he wants to go to the gas stations. Huh? Multiple? If you think about it, yeah. It's a building with multiple stations. Yeah. Yeah, actually. To get snacks, I see. Isn't this why Uber Eats was created though? Fair. Why he won't Uber Eat? Why is it called oven when you off in the called off out the hot eat food? This is the same guy who wanted to kidnap a desert fox and keep in my car and feed it hot dogs, bro. Seriously? Hey, what? Because it was cute, bro. I could go for a hot dog. Fox Circuit, fair. Bro. Also, imagine someone a demon and it needs a wheelchair, which you have to source from wherever to get it to do anything, bro. Also, he would always take my car off-road because my car was four wheels drive. Jesus. Almost Subaru has for the WD2 and they are not suitable for off-road. Yeah. I just wanted to say he was a rich kid, bro. Was? The past tense in this. He's an adult. Oh, so he's now a rich douchebag. Is that what it means? Okay. So that's second one. No, he has a job and graduate college. His parents don't help him anymore. I see. Aren't you over-exaggerating, foreshortening a bit? No. I mean, it is an over-exaggeration, but it's a proper thing. Maybe I could make it a little bit smaller. And is big. Yeah, because it's close to the camera. The one below too. This? You think? It's like the one on the 4-season table. I have to redo it then a little bit. Because the difference between the like thickness of the two characters. Yeah. You're just summoning a grandma demon. Oh well, I guess I can bake cookies. The monster reminds me of that SpongeBob character. Huh? It looks a lot better this way. The hash slinging slasher, bro. There's actually a Batman villain called Hush. He actually made a surgical, a plastic, what's it called? A plastic operation to make his face look like Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner? What? Bruce Wayne's face. And then actually there's a lot of stuff because in some Bruce Wayne loses which one? Hush. Yeah, actually the which Bruce Wayne? The Batman. Hush is like, I think in every version of it. I sent you a picture, yeah. It actually looks very similar. One, okay, yeah. So, but basically, I would be so dumbfounded if you would say like Bruce Wayne is Batman. Like straight up, I would have no idea what to say. Yeah, Hash is like in most of the appears in most of the Batman comic books. So he's like for every Bruce Wayne. It is harsh. Yeah. I remember the time when DC was more popular than Marvel. I don't think so. They always were fighting against each other. They were always competing. I don't think DC was ever more popular than Marvel. I think just DC was spending more money on stuff like movies and stuff, and Marvel was just, you know, hanging out there with comic books. Because with comic books, with like sales of the comic books, Marvel was better. DC had an upper hand on Marvel because they started releasing movies faster than them, way sooner. And I think if we would go back to some old the States it was, I see. DC had its IP together too. No Hulk and Spider-Man and F4 and X-Men at different companies, yeah. You might experience small lag. I was kicked out of OBS for a second. Lag, yeah. I was searching where the Windows notifications don't coming from. Yeah, it was information from my OBS that it kicked me off. It was that it went offline for a brief second. Twitch didn't lag. Good. At least that. It was a fast reconnection actually. So it may be a YouTube problem. Possibly, yeah. Could expect that making the sketches is going to be so it's going to take so long. I mean, we are literally making at this point kind of 4 different illustrations at the same time. Do you see the hearts that you people send you? Yes. Why does this demon look huggable? Because some can be, I guess. You know, I'm just, you know, making designs that might be appealing. Wait, is it a maid? Yep. Someone send hearts every once in a while. I was checking. You know, sometimes people just prefer to come in, send hearts, or if they don't want to, you know, if they just don't feel like conversing. Can my demon be cute too? E. Imagine you summon demon to kill your enemies and obliterate armies, and it's Hadley. When I had psychosis, they were scary as shit. Bro. Psychosis is scary as shit, yeah. So vivid. True. Actually, people that have wait, which one was it that was also giving people like, was it schizophrenia? Schizophrenia that was giving people also visions of other people? Hi, Azurite, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope is going? I think this is the first time around, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? What petition is that? Is it? Also, it sounds like Postal line. Are you a fan of Postal? Hello there, General Kenobi. More gambling? Let's go. That's the petition. No more gambling. It's me, Bracer Phoenix. Oh, you changed the name. Hi, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, buddy? Sorry I haven't been visiting the stream for a few months. It's okay, it's okay. Now the flowers will grow. Bonk. We had Postal 2 in our language. Really? How are you doing? Doing well? Good? Great? I bet all of them. Yeah. Doing good. For a while, I've had a sick leave. I've came back to work. It's a bit difficult, you know, to switch all of a sudden to work after such a long time of having possibility to do literally anything. I kinda wasted it anyway, but I've rested. I've rested. That counts. What are you drawing there? We're doing some sketches, thumbnails for the illustration I'm going to do. I'm working on my portfolio. You know, I need to add something. Hi Tata, good to have you here. How are you? How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Doing good, doing good. Alexa, why did she leave? And that's where the Alexa actually turns off. I hate short visitings. Same. I have to go now. Bye bye, Azurite. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. I hate when I really hate when some family member out of nowhere decides to come. Now playing Why Did She Leave from Spotify? Now playing Why Did She Leave from Spotify? Poor guy in your drawing. It's a demon. He probably likes it. I'm thinking about making like siblings in the as the character roster. Hi gamer art girl, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. I think this is the first Instagram, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? He has no cake. Yeah, they've closed the bakery. By the way, folks, if someone experiences problems with sending messages in YouTube chat, feel free to jump ships to Twitch. Link should be in the description. Because YouTube does it recently, there was a break actually. in the past couple streams, but the problem came back and now is affecting others too, also on YouTube. So please, if you want to say something on YouTube is taking away your messages from me, remember that Twitch is going to for sure allow you to send a normal message. And you'll know that YouTube is not showing to me your messages because it's not in the box, chat box above. He has no cake, there's no cake. Cake is a lie. I demand cake. Cake is a lie. Cake is a lie. If Flex knew this, oof. I might actually order a pizza for myself to work today. Opinion on pineapple on pizza? I've tasted it once, maybe twice. It wasn't really that bad. Like, I've got it wasn't like I have to spit it out bad. But I prefer different palettes when it comes to flavor. It can be good, yeah. Hi Nimbasa, got over here. How are you? Hope everything is going. I think this is the first instance, so hope you find a configuration here. How are you? Where are your gloves up? Wait. Here. Getting a PTSD, but I can finally prove that I'm not naked, I promise. Finally, I have a proof. Is it okay pizza? And that sounds interesting. Yeah, we have Nutella plus strawberry pizza too. Oof. So yeah, how are you? How are you, folks? Been drawing something lately? Read an interesting book, maybe manga? Wow, the art looks so good. Thank you, thank you. Those are just thumbnails. We are just, you know, trying to figure things out, which one is the best one. But I'm really glad you like them already. To be fair, I've played some First Berserker Chasm for a while. I mean, like, what, second chapter, I think? I believe there are 3 chapters in Chasm. Mostly because, like, each chapter has, like, several locations that you have to go. I'm thinking about, like, trying to walk around some older ones, you know, farm out experience because you can level up in that game. You know, and just generally do some stuff. I want to 100% this game because you don't really need that many achievements, and those are usually, if they didn't change anything, those were only for like stuff to do in game that were quite easy. So yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow because we are going to make another character from my artistic universe. We're going to start a new one. We'll see, maybe if this way actually will work out and I'll be able to do similar stream like today. I might, as a matter of fact, make another stream just as long tomorrow. I want to make that 2 PM stream, but I might actually see if I'll be able to though. Because while I was streaming, I've had like several things, you know, several phone calls and stuff. So I might have some troubles. At the same time or different? Probably at the same time. If I have to make it like as long as today, it would have to be at the same time because I'm working night shift. But again, like, I could theoretically... God. I mean, Mudo, please do sleep. Like, you're awake for a while now. It's almost 4, yeah. I want you all to rest properly. Like, I know that, for example, you might want to watch my stream, but please remember to rest, it's really important. And don't take my sleeping schedule for reference. I'm doing this for myself and I know it's bad. I still feel sick, oh no. Maybe open a window, try to get some fresh air, maybe some cold air. Drink some cold water. This is why I'm awake, I don't want to move that much. I see. Air, water, my weakness. Oh no. Water is your weakness? What you like to drink? What's your drink of choice? Nimbasa. Cola. I see. That's soda, honestly. Interesting choice. Hell energy. Yeah. I need to actually, like, order that hell energy thing. Do you think if I order hell energy, they are going to send me only one can? I guess I have to check the amounts they are selling. I want to order like Dr. Pepper in bigger quantity. I love Dr. Pepper. So we've got the sketches done for those. Blast. Heck it, I'm drawing with you. Open Ibis Paint. Let's go! Let's go! Sketch together. I thought about sending you some, but I'm kinda worried about it getting damaged and leaked. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, it might actually be problematic. Especially when it's going to arrive in Poland. They don't know how to treat packages well. Here's the thing, I've ordered PS5, right? At certain point in the past, like I already have it for a while. So I've ordered PS5 and the box that it came in, it was absolutely destroyed. Like annihilated. Completely. Like when I received the box, everything was like bent together. One part was literally just freely hanging down, etc. I thought that this PS5 is in pieces. Like I've literally thought that it's in pieces. I have no idea how it survived this. I have no idea what they were doing with my package. But when I saw it, I thought I'm going to literally faint. Like PS5 is not cheap thing. Okay. So basically, what's next? We've got those sketches, that's what I wanted. So I have a bunch of... So this is crucial. Why I'm keeping those in different layers? Because this is crucial for portfolio. You have to show your process. So like, oh, I've made 9 thumbnails, then I've picked 4 and I've done some changes, and then I've took those those thumbnails and make proper sketches, and now I have to pick one that is going to be like that will stay generally and will be the total one, right? the one that will be shown. But just because, you know, we've picked our illustration, just because we've done a lot of stuff, it doesn't mean that we, you know, it doesn't mean that we have to keep it. So for example, my original idea was an idea that is not here, by the way. My original idea was this one. At first I wanted to make this one straight up, but you can see that I've picked different ones when I've done thumbnailing. This is why thumbnailing is very important when you are working on illustrations, because the illustrations themselves can be portrayed in different ways, and actually having possibility to, you know, like roll around with different stuff, you know, reorder things, it's already giving you a lot of possibilities. You're cracking your mind, but you're cracking your mind because you're allowing yourself to like expand the thoughtfulness about your illustrative works. So just because I've done something that I like at first doesn't mean I have to draw it, because in the port or chosen there's no original thought that I wanted to draw. And I actually have I'm thinking about actually which one would I want to pick for the illustration itself. I'm torn, I think, between this one and this one. Because like those can be really cool. Do all of them. Too much time. I might end up making all of them, but I need to pick first one that is going to be the key visual for my portfolio. I need to pick one. If I'm going to make all of them for the portfolio, it won't really change things, but I need to pick one to become the key visual thing. And I'm torn between those two. I like the first one, right? It's more dynamic. I think the bottom one shows the character better. Yeah. It gives like more, you know, like, oh, she's a maid, she presents her servitude, she bows to the one who summoned her. Like, it gives a lot of personality to the character. This is really fantastic one. I think when we are going to expand it, I'm going to push them a bit. The vision is more clear. That's true too. Tiebreaker. Yeah, we need a tiebreaker. I might as well flip a coin or pick one myself. But I don't think we are going to move on with them on this stream. I think I'm just going, because I want to work on those off stream. It's sketching, so yeah. But you can see that how much the entire like planning with like thumbnailing, etc. is taking. We're already at 3 hours of a stream, and we've just finished making 4 sketches of the thumbnails. So we've finished 9 thumbnails, we've picked 4, we've pushed on those 4 to see a bit more detail of the characters. And that's crazy, right? That's crazy because 3 hours is like a lot of time. As a matter of fact, in 3 hours I was doing my characters for my artistic universe, right? So in 3 hours I was doing the entire character. If you go with the thematic through the whole thing, yeah. I mean, because it's for character designer, right? So I want to design characters, but isn't the top right one the best introductory one? That's also true, because it shows the character. Mm, that's why I torn between those two, because actually this one is also very illustrative work. Because the first one, even for character designer, the first one should still be more illustrative. You know? It's an it has to be central illustration of the entire portfolio. So I have to show something. I have to give those ideas, you know? So it's still like introductory, right? Necronomica, it's a game about summoning demons. It's a gacha game, right? You're summoning quote-unquote demons or just creatures from different dimensions. And basically it has to present something, right? That's why the main thing that we've pushed on with the entire works, with all of the thumbnails, was the summoning ritual, because I wanted to introduce the idea that all those demons are getting summoned. So another part is, you want to make the game too? Yeah, I want to make the game too. That's the main thing. This is actually one of the projects I was talking about. Necronomica was a game that I wanted to make for a while. That's the... actually, I've even talked with you about it. That's the gacha game I wanted to introduce. So not only that, we are going to make the designs of them. I'm also going to make the 2D animations in Spine with those characters. That's as much as I want to go for it. I want to actually expand on it. I want to... How do you make it into a fight game? So it's not going to be necessarily a fighting game, but I want to make a... kind of what the Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle is, right? But I want to make it simpler. Right? I'm still thinking how it can work. Maybe like each character would have its own cards. Yeah, the Dragon Ball sounds like a fight game. Yeah, but the thing is that the fighting in that game is actually that you are like sending the character on a path of like key balls of different color, and the colors are merging together. So the more colors you are, so more of those you have. Well, you make games? Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm actually trying to. We're also making manga on streams every now and then. Actually, I have to plan it out for the next week, to be fair. But yeah. So basically, like, you know, in Dokkan Battle, you are sending the character on a path of like different key balls, gathering energy, and then you have like, either you have a normal attack or you have a special attack. So I want to more or less do the same thing, but I don't know how I can do it, so it's not going to be a rip-off of Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. I have to come up with an idea how I can exchange that fighting system to still work similarly. But yeah, I'm learning C# currently, and I'm using possibility that I need something for my portfolio to actually, you know, work out my game with graphics and stuff. So because here's the thing, I'm going to most likely do a lot of other stuff for portfolios, like animations, environment design, etc. And I can just focus on one project in total. And it can all just give me a good portfolio. Well, I already write in Google Docs. I have a story that I might turn into a manga later on. That's really cool, actually. Go for it, Nimbasa, actually. I can tell you, go for it. You know? Like, no matter if it's your first story, just go for it. Like, a lot of people on the internet can say like, oh, never do the first story as your manga or game or anything. That's not true. Just stay motivated. I believe you can do it. I can't wait to see. Could make a cinematic with Spine and Engine, like the Warbringer ones Blizzard made. I might actually. I'm trying to better my art style actually, so it looks really good for the manga. That's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing so far. I was also kind of trying to perfect my anime art style, mostly because I was a realistic artist. I was a realism artist for a really long time, and I had to first develop my manga style. But I'm finally confident with my style, so I want to finally push on my manga that I was dreaming to make since I was like 12 or something like that. I really want to. Also, the guy, yeah, I'm thinking about cinematics like that too. Like just making some kind of like animation. Also, if you really work it out, or like an intro with a bunch of summoning, like what Fate did, yeah, something like that. Because later on I can just throw it into like the start of the game, like the introductory animation in the game that, for example, Hades have. I'm thinking about something like that. Hence, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm not doing much on the paper, but every single time before I was like doing stuff on before I was doing stuff on like on the stream when I was talking and I wasn't drawing, literally that's what I was doing. Like I was just playing with my hands or like gesticulating, even though you couldn't see it. Now you can see what I'm doing, so at least that's a progress. But yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with so many stuff that's going on. I really want to. I'm I'm really thinking about getting a. How is it called? I'm about getting a. About getting into my manga making a bit more on streams. I think like 1 or 2 streams a week might be cool. Because that's like a long-term project, so the less I'm working on it, the more problematic it's going to be. But that would leave us with like, I think with like 5 days, so that's not bad. No, that's wrong. Yeah, no, 5 days. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So now what? I finished those. I can actually make a base for myself to make the turnarounds. This is another thing that is really good. You need fidget toy. I was thinking about it, but never really got into that. So I'm now thinking so here's the thing. I'm going to make a turnaround base. So like I'm just going to make my sketch, but in a turnaround manner. So we're going to see front, back, and side. And actually we can use it as a possibility to, so I could like explain to those who want to go for like learning how I'm making my construction. That's fun. Yeah. So actually my construction is very simple. I'm making my characters out of very simple shapes. depending on if I want to make it dynamic and three-dimensional or not. I'm using those I'm using those, how do you call them now? I'm using those simple shapes, right? Either they are 3D figures or they are 2D figures, right? So a lot of stuff is going with the measurements. I hate that my art block always kicks in when I start hating the anatomy on my art. Yeah, actually, I was about to share a trick that can help with that. So basically, anatomy is focused on measurement. So if you get in with like how long something's supposed to be, you're going to nail your anatomy every single time. No matter how stylized your artwork is going to be. And actually, no matter how stylized your artwork is or style, it's always the same play. So even like very stylized cartoons on like Cartoon Network were using the same rules. So basically we're starting with the head. I'm drawing with the cranium, that hence the ball. So cranium is like the part of the skull where the brain is. So then I'm making the rib cage. I'm using rectangle or a cylinder, but you can also use like egg shapes. Also, if you try to 3D model a human, you will learn so many things about anatomy. True, that's true. You should really do the drawings tutorials. I really want to. Probably if today is at work, it's going to be simple. I'm going to finally make a proper plan and maybe start making, you know, already material how the drawing tutorial is supposed to look like properly. So basically, since I have that cranium, I'm using the trick I'm actually taking it from like painting. DAA reboot, exactly. Davis's Art Academy reboot. That's exactly what I'm planning to do. It's like going to be an entire free course with like, you know, exercises and materials and stuff. That's why it's going to take a little bit longer than how the first DA was actually created, because I was just winging the materials and exercises. I want to make it a bit better. So basically, the measurements I'm doing is that I'm taking the end of my stylus or pencil and you want to then like measure out from the tip of your pencil or stylus with your thumb where the end of something is. So I'm measuring the cranium now, and the cranium is supposed to be as big as this part. So you know that the torso is supposed to be 1.5 cranium high, right? And this is important. Pelvis supposed to be as big as this, right? Like 1/3 of your rib cage. And of course, place for the organs. So then I'm taking possibility and split my pelvis in this very specific shape in half, and then next to it 2 lines, just so there would be some space between them, and then in half. So basically now I'm going from this point and to this point, and I'm making a cut. Right? And now over here there are going to be the balls, right? That's actually the thigh joint, because the thigh bone, the femur, looks like this, right? It's like weird L. So we actually draw this point and not this point. But sir, my balls are not there. Imagine. So now, knowing this, we can start measuring more things. Let's start with arms, right? So the arms are kind of the same length, right? The bicep part and forearm. So that's exactly 2 in nature. Nah, it's okay. What do you mean? So we have the... It was funny, yeah. It was funny. So now we have the forearm and the arm. So they are like the same length, right? So they are like 2/3 of the rib cage. And now the legs, right? Legs are something that a lot of people are struggling with, the length of it. So, because it's tricky, okay? So now we are doing another measurement, and we want to go from this point to more or less this point, or even this point, right? So this is like 1/2 of our leg. That's how high that half of the leg is going to be. Right? There are going to be a lot of differences in what we have in the next part, because they are not the same length. So you have the, well, that's a thigh gap. Wait. It's interesting how people study anatomy. I use ball joints doll to study it. Yeah, like it works. It works. I've studied anatomy from medical books. Personally, I don't recommend. I use a mirror. That's also one of the better ones. I actually have like medical books, which is weird. So now, why is it tricky? Knowing how high this leg is, we could think, yeah, the other leg is going to be the same length, right? Like with arms. Kinda, but also kinda wrong. Here's why. When you bend your knees, right? And you are like, get your legs up to your chest. The knee is going to be on the shoulder level, right? But there's going to be something happening with this part of the leg. There's going to be foot here. So this part of the leg is actually distal. And that's exactly why a lot of people have it, actually have it difficult to work with it. And why some legs actually turn to be way longer than they should be. Seems a bit too long too. Well, and it depends, right? I've drew a bit longer femurs because I've went from here to here. Sometimes you can go to, again, sometimes you can go to the half of it. Like I can get it up like 2 notches. And it's going to be like to the middle of the ball joint of the shoulder. But it can go up to the shoulder level itself. It's still going to work well. So another part that we have is the ankles. That's something, again, that a lot of people are kind of taking it wrong. I used to measure from pelvis to top of head to make the leg by the same size, so legs are half the character height. Yeah, they are exactly half of the character height. So basically, if you like try to touch your when you try to touch your ankles, right, you will see one thing. On one side the ankle is higher than on the another side. So the one on the inner part, right, is higher. So knowing that, we can actually do something like this, and you can calculate it by placing the ankle circle literally in the middle of this, so you're surrounding that. But then the higher ankle is going to be in the middle of your lower ankle. So that's like how to make like well-placed ankles generally. And for the feet and hands, actually, it's the same. I'm using the same method for a really long time. Triangles and other shapes, generally triangles. So that's front. That's our front view. Now, not to waste much time, I'm doing one thing. Also back view? Yes, it's also back view. All we need to do is just erasing that and adding planes here for the shoulder blades, and that's it. That's your back view. Simplicity. Make legs in front of hand. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, it's a sketch, so you don't really have to worry about much. But yeah, if you want to have everything on like the very basic sketch already on the construction, so many details, you can freely just go ahead for it. Now the side view. Side view is going to be very specific too. I mean specific, very simple too. So we are doing the same thing. As a matter of fact, what you can do is make a new layer, take like a bright color, and you can just measure how high something is. And basically with those lines, we are going to straight up just draw side view anyway. We don't really need to mark those because it's, you know, already known where they are going to be. But I like to also mark where the hands are ending. And now I'm 100% sure that my side view is going to be to have the same lengths. For everything. The ribcage cuts in half here, like in half way around. And now we know that those legs are going up here. Break. Down here. And a foot. Side view foot. Also simple. Looks like a stud from Lego. But we have to watch out where exactly the lower ankle is, because we are looking at it from the outside, right? So we have to compare it to the lower ankle. And actually for the side views, I don't really like to draw my... Someone clip this segment. Feel free to clip it. I don't like to keep my... for the side view, I don't like to make the arms, because it's... actually, I've learned this because I was also doing some stuff for like 3D artists. And they are always telling me off for placing arm there. That it's making their life difficult, and for me it doesn't really change much, but if you want, you can use this as a tutorial. Yeah, actually I can. But yeah, that's the basic of the anatomy and constructing the character from simple shapes. It obstructs the side view contour, yeah. And you want to keep it like this. Let's remember that actually when you are going to be character artist, you are going to work for the 3D artist anyway, so you still have to keep that like this. That's why we want T-pose reference for 3D. I would do T-pose, I don't mind it, but the difficulty is that I'm at limited space and I don't want to make bigger canvas for now. So that's that. So yeah, I hope that those tricks actually help you. I hope that those tricks and how I'm constructing my characters helps you. I mean, for side view, I see. Sometimes it's also good to make a pose. Also, if you want to read in this way how you are making your characters, if you want to like move something around, you can just do it like that. I'm placing the plus, the pin there, and I'm just rotating it, and the character is rotating the arm. As simple as that. Not much work, and it actually supports your works later on. I'm going to do the same thing here. The Y pose, M pose, C pose, A pose, yeah, there's like a lot of poses that people are using. It depends actually what's more comfortable for you. But I believe in the past it was like every pose was used for something else, I think. Davis space joke. God damn it. YMCA. God damn it. So yeah, that's the... Now I can use that as a template and draw on top of that any character that I'm going to use for my character setup. Of course, there are going to be some changes. As you can see, pelvis and the torso are of the same length. That means it's a male, because the women characters, female characters, are going to actually have wider, wider hips, wider pelvis. Also, for the side view, you can also make it, you can add some tilt. Theoretically, you should, but I've never really went for that. But that's actually the realistic structure, right? Because realistically the spine goes like that. And therefore our bodies should also bend like this, with the spine. So I hope y'all liked that short tutorial part and that it helped you. You can even screenshot that and like try to work around, try to decompose it, try to exchange some shapes to something that will be easier for you. Because again, those shapes are just my way of portraying those parts. If something is easier for you, you can even draw like very simplified skeleton itself. Although this is already very simplified skeleton. But if that's not that's not skeleton-y enough for you, you can always change the shapes. Again, like it's all about you. How you see your like the rib cages, how you see pelvis bones, etc. I just see them like boxes. But it can always be exchanged. Don't take for granted whatever I'm using. A lot of people would say also that my method is not right because it's the rib cage is not realistic enough, but I don't really mind. I don't care. You can rectangle or cylinders. I'm doing both. That depends. I like X-shaped more. Yeah, so see, like Zega prefers X-shaped rib cages more because so it's easier for him. And for me, it's easier using rectangles and cylinders. So I'm using cylinders, but in 2D space they are rectangles, so it's just exchange. And you can see that, I've used that method, like here, for example, like you can see how dynamic those poses turn out to be, right? You can see how much all of that was changed, how much all of that changed when I've started like doing more advanced poses. Those are just standing still poses. This is just standing still. The fun begins when you are starting to add more things. Like more perspective, more movement, dynamicness to your poses, etc. You know what would be funny, yeah? Smuggling a secret JoJo walk pose into the portfolio. I wonder if there's going to be someone who will notice that. That will be really fun. I might actually do that. Just for lols. You should try it, yeah. So we've done actually a lot today. It might not really look like much because we didn't like finish a character, but This is actually a lot. Hell yeah. Found a simplified version somewhere. That's nice. I'm going to use it. But yeah, it's Strava. I heard my turkey gobbing. Oh. So to be fair, yeah. We've done a lot. We've finished the thumbnails. We are at the edge of picking the. We're at the edge of. You have a turkey. Bro got entire country for himself. So basically a lot of time I've spent on thumbnails and then like, you know, redoing some stuff in the later point and redoing the sketches. There are some stuff that I need to change though. Same for the illustration for frogging. Like I feel like I've messed up that one. To remember. I see. I feel like there's something wrong. But I can't really place my finger on it. Probably Liners is going to repair it. It reminds me of the Intouchables. The Intouchables, I got them for free. You've got 2 turkeys for free? That's crazy. But yeah, we've actually went really deep into that. Yeah, the movie scene. I see. So we went really deep into that, and I think... Wait, when do we have another sketching session? On Sunday. So we are going to have 2 OC designs. On Saturday I'm taking a break, and on Sunday I'm making a sketching session another. And I think on the another sketching session, you haven't seen the movie? Nope. Nope. Clip it. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know what Intouchables is. But yeah, on the next sketching session stream on Sunday, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream again today. We'll see. I know that I'm hungry AF, and so I have to eat something. Prepare food for work. What is that? Muto also haven't seen Intouchables. Wait, let me check. What? That's like 2011 movie. I heard about it. Huh. One of the better movies. Just watch the original French version instead of the American remake. I'll do so. I'll check it. Okay, it got 8.5 on IMDb. That's crazy. It has to be really good then, I guess. So yeah, yeah, it's really good. I heard the American remake is funny though. So I don't like the comedy drama genre, but this movie. I see. It has to be really good then, if that's such an exception. So actually in the next sketching session on Sunday, we are going to probably sit down and operate on the rest of the portfolio too, because now I'm going to have the work. I want to do some stuff. Also the music by one of my favorite composer. Oh, I see. That's nice. Really good, really good, really good. Miss Reynondi, Maestro. Maestro Einaudi. I see. I'll see. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. What I want to do on the next stream, because for sure you can be 100% sure that I'm going to pick the illustration. I'm going to correct the sketch, make it better, even better quality. And next sketching session is going to be about designing the 3 characters I've mentioned, because we need to turn around and 2 facial expressions. So for sure we are going to make it smaller later on and add facial expression to it. And next part is going to be it's going to be yeah, the expressions and poses. Also exploration sketches. I need exploration sketches. And character lineup from fractions. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that I have to do for it. Like, a lot of sketching. But that's good, I'm good at sketching. I'm really good at it. I really like it. So yeah, folks, I want to say huge thanks. Hi YT account, good evening, how are you? Brian, how's it going? If you were blind, how would you ask for a drink? I don't know how being blind is making it difficult to ask for a drink. Like, you can speak, you can ask for it. And people are quickly catching up that you're blind when you are not looking at them. Or that you have like a blank stare in the void. But yeah, but you don't know if somebody's around to hear you asking. I mean, that I guess that depends where we are. I thought like asking a drink like in a bar. Like in a bar there are like, there are marks. You can feel. Kinda, yeah. I can feel like when someone is around me. Weirdly. But yeah, it's a good question. Very interesting. So, folks, I want to say huge thanks to everyone. I wake up and somebody stares at me. My dorm roommates messed with me a lot. Same. It like same if someone was staring at you. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel when someone is trying to scare me too. Like even though they are trying to make no noise and I don't hear them, I can like feel that someone is like behind me and like I'm looking around. But surprisingly, people are like other people don't have this weird thing. Like I remember someone asked me like, how am I doing this? That I'm not capable to get scared by people, like that someone is walking at you. A lot of people don't even have a voice in their head. True. Some people don't even have images in their head. Wink, wink. Maybe we have superpowers. I guess. I guess that would be it. Like that's like actual superpower that someone can have, like danger sense or something like that. But I guess it's like evolution thing. But then, like, what does it mean evolution thing? Are we more evolved than others that we have voices in our heads? My human eat sense is tingling. Yeah. But like, are we more evolved that we hear those voices in our heads, our thoughts? Or are we less evolved that we can hear them? Which side is more evolved? Because to be fair, if like more evolved person, I'm pretty sure animals can't hear it. Okay, so like people who can hear their thoughts in their heads are actually more evolved. Would that mean that actually images in our heads are also sign of being more evolved? I mean, studies are showing that animals can dream, and after all, like those are also like created images in their heads. After all, like animals can have nightmares and stuff. Interesting comparison with self-reflecting LLMs. Yeah, kinda. That's super connected. That's like very similar thing. Which debate will with themselves before giving an answer? That's why there's that like thinking, right? Too complicated for the morning. Yeah, I need to get another coffee. I'm probably going to get some food and, you know, stuff. Yeah, I didn't get the job. Yeah, it's lunchtime. Yeah, I really need to munch on something. Didn't get what? Didn't get into the job. You know, I'm applying. I'm not receiving much informations. All of them are not even giving me those like thank you letters. So that's like, yeah. But it's almost 5 in the morning. Oh no, Muto. Why you didn't fall asleep? But Zaga, Muto, thanks for being active chat on Twitch. And really huge group of people on YouTube. Thanks Muto, Mike, hello, user, Terminate, Timothy, Eric, Yuzi, Azurite, Tata, Gamer Art Girl, Nimbasa, and YT account. Huge thanks for coming around. Also folks who appeared for the first time. Who appeared first time in the chat. Again, huge thanks. Hey Blackbot, I think this is the first Saints round, so hope you find a comfy corner here. We are unfortunately ending now. I guess congratulations, Blackbot. And yeah, I'm new here. We are just ending, unfortunately, but I hope to see you in the next stream. And yeah. Also, thank you all for coming. We're back at 2 p.m. Possibly, yeah. We'll see. Maybe for an hour or so. It's fine. We'll be back at 2 p.m. So like pretty soon. I just subs. Thank you. It really means a lot, and thank you. Welcome to the family. I'm not sure though if I'll be back at 2 p.m. I might be, but I'm not sure. Because like there's a lot of stuff already, you know, going on. They might to do some stuff. But yeah. Again, thank you all for coming around. And for the first time appearers, hope you find a coffee corner here and hope to see you all in the next stream. Meanwhile, as always, stay creative and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care.